Stationary front from Summer Washington, Central and Central Idaho, down from 7 Montana, down from Wyoming, down from Nebraska. Here. Cold, warm, and pink front crashing together in South Central California, near Santa Barbara and north of Los Angeles. Stationary front from Southern Colorado to New Mexico. Cold front from northern Mexico, stretching out to the Gulf of Mexico, down from Georgia. And stationary front from North Carolina, stretching out to sea. It's 35 degrees on temperature right out here in Boston, 41 out in Washington, D.C., 59 out in Miami. 59 in Atlanta, 74 in Miami. 46 in Brownsville, 31 in Dallas, 6 above in Kansas City, 1 below in Chicago, 1 above in Minneapolis, 5 above in Denver, 7 above in Great Falls, 25 out in Salt Lake City, 31 out in Albuquerque, 47 in Los Angeles, 49 in San Francisco, and 37 in Seattle. There. Okay, let us take a look.
One bite at a time. Quicker up.
At our HPC forecast discussion. Heavy rain over parts of the northern Mid-Atlantic. Pockets of snow, sleet, or freezing rain can develop across parts of the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures will be 50 to 30 degrees below average over the northern high plains. Multiple waves of low pressure will move along across the stationary boundary across the southeastern portion of the country. The first wave of low pressure over the western North Carolina will move quickly onto the western Atlantic by Monday evening. This system will produce moderate snow over parts of the northern Mid-Atlantic, moving into southern New England by Monday evening. Moderate heavy rain also develop over parts of the southern Mid-Atlantic and central and southern Appalachians with a light lies. Moving eastward off the Mid-Atlantic coast by Monday night. Pockets of rain, freezing rain will develop over parts of the Tennessee Valley on Monday morning. By Monday evening, light rain will be over parts of the southeast. The second wave of low pressure will develop over parts of the western Gulf coast of the Central Gulf Coast on Tuesday morning. Move northeastward to the Tennessee Valley by Tuesday evening. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico will reach north of the Ohio Valley on Tuesday. As showers and thunderstorms will develop along the Central Gulf Coast by Tuesday morning. Expanded northward into the Tennessee Valley into Tuesday evening. Moderate snow will develop over parts of the Ohio Valley into the parts of the northern Mid-Atlantic by Tuesday evening. Moderate heavy rain will develop over parts of the southern Ohio Valley into the Mid-Atlantic.
I'm going to throw you over the wall.
Also by Tuesday evening, Tuesday evening, the pocket of rain, freezing rain over southeastern portions of the middle Mississippi Valley. Meanwhile, upper level energy over the west coast will move eastward to the middle Mississippi Valley. Central plains by Tuesday, the energy will be produced in snow over parts of the Intermountain region and the parts of the northern Rockies, northern high plains. On Monday, with some coastal rain along with the parts of the Pacific Northwest coast, and addition, snow will be developed over the parts of the Great Basin and the Central Rockies, and snow will consolidate over the Central Rockies and on the parts of the Central Southern Plains by Tuesday morning before the windows of the real coverage into the Central Rockies are Tuesday evening. Rain also develop over parts of the Southern Plains on Tuesday morning with a small pocket of rain, freezing rain over parts of southeastern Oklahoma and elsewhere. Rain in the bed and thunderstorms develop over part of the southern California coast on Monday morning, joining part of the upper level low.
That's why you're fine.
Forecast discussion here. For here in New England here. Synopsis. Low pressure will move along a stalled front will pass well south New England today, bringing a period of light snow across the region. A significant winter storm is going to be expected to impact southern New England Tuesday down to Wednesday below normal temperature that prevail throughout the end of this weekend. Another winter storm is possible around next Sunday. A cold front is stalled around Chesapeake Bay. Low pressure over the southern Appalachians has moved up the front area of lift. Headed to the lower extent of northeast part, Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and precipitation generated by this lift as many rain in the coastal plains, but snow in the hills of the interior Pennsylvania. This precipitation is moving east, northeast, and should move into the Connecticut and southern Rhode Island by 7 a.m. Today, low pressure area moving along. The front passes well south of our area, roughly 2 degrees latitude, 740 north, 70 west. Even so, factors contribute to a broad precipitation shield to the north of the low. One of the upper jets over the northern New England, placing southern New England in the great entrance region, also broad area of Massachusetts lift up excess north of the low to the Catskills is moving into the southern parts of the southern New England. Also, cross sections of the Federal Genesis Max moving up from Pennsylvania to southern New England, southern New York. This will move across Connecticut, Rhode Island, southeast Massachusetts during the morning and early afternoon. Then move offshore of Cape Cod late afternoon. Plenty of support by precipitation, but borderline temperatures, limited confidence, and precipitation time. Surface temperatures are started in the 30s, but are below freezing about 1,000 feet. And the air is dry enough for temperatures to cool to 30-32 degrees once the precipitation starts. Expect most of the precipitation to be snow, but some rain possible at the start, especially along the south coast of the islands. The rain will be held down by accumulations, but potential for available precipitation will be highest near the coast of the south over the ocean. Tips were enough that we expect 10 to 1 snow ratios could be even a little lower. Looking at the numbers for Buffkin and from our grids, we have 2 to 4 inches along the south coast of Rhode Island and 7 to Bristol and Plymouth counties. Also 2 to 4 inches up for hills of western Rhode Island and eastern Windham County. We will go for the winter weather advisory for Windham County, several Bristol, several Plymouth. We also looked at including Bronzeville, Cape Cod, potential for 3 inches west. Highness probably to get much lower about this puff advisory. We'll hold off on including Cape Cod at a time, Mayor. And this is a expected snowfall 2 to 4 inches from much of Rhode Island, Memphis, southern Massachusetts from Fall River down from New Bedford and from western Cape and Islands. 1 to 2 inches from central Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, much of Bristol and Plymouth County and down from Norfolk County and extreme northern Rhode Island from Pawtucket up to Burrillville, down to northern Connecticut, 2 to 4 inches around Connecticut, and 1 to 2 inches stretched out Springfield and Westfield. 1 inch from northeastern Plymouth County from Citrus and Hingham stretched out to the Boston and Point, west of the Pike, Points northern of the Pike, and northeastern Massachusetts, northern Western County, northern Hampshire County, and southern New Hampshire. Here, as today, with the weather advisory for much of northeastern Connecticut, much of Rhode Island, and south coastal Massachusetts, time of night snow will melt this morning from southwest to northeast. Snow may mix and rain along the south coast, and any mix should change to all this snow by this afternoon. Snow is expected to be out. Of a heavy, wet, and slushy impact will be mainly along the south of the mass pack. There will be a potential for reduced visibly at times. Snow accumulation along area roadways make for slippery and hazardous travel conditions, especially in the morning commute. And Tuesday night and Wednesday, winter storm watch has been issued for all the Taunton forecast area. Significant snow accumulations with a possible crescent with a amount in excess of 6 inches. Potential for wintry mix and ice in areas along and south of the Mass Pike. Okay, let's take a look. Winter storm watch. 2 weather systems will affect the southern New England this week. This first one will be past well south of the area today, but bringing accumulated snow essentially south of the Mass Pike. The second system will be from the Gulf of Mexico Tuesday night to pass our south coast Wednesday. This second storm will bring potential for several inches of snow as well as some sleet or freezing rain. Winter storm watches effect from late Tuesday night for Wednesday afternoon. National Weather Service and taught to the issue of weather. Winter storm watch, which is effect from late Tuesday night for Wednesday afternoon. Time of late Tuesday night to Wednesday afternoon. Main impact for potential for several inches of snow, potential for sleet or freezing rain. Winter storm watch will issue with a potential of accumulated snow of 6 or more inches in a 12-hour period, or 8 or more inches in a 24-hour period. Anyone traveling the next 24 to 36 hours should monitor. Later forecast to be prepared to modify. Travel plans should wind well over the bell. Day 1 today did not high cover this light snow expected today. Wow. Accumulations is expected to be light. There will be likely to be impact for the Monday morning can be with reduced visibility and possibly slippery conditions on treated surfaces. A day 2 for Tuesday for Sunday. Winter storm watch. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Will close like this. By today, snow mainly before 4 p.m. High noon 34 degrees. Knock wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Total daytime snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches is possible. Tonight, a chance of snow morning before 7 p.m. Cloudy during the early evening and gradually clear to a lower red 22 degrees. Knock wind about 6 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 30%. New strength accumulation less than a half inch possible. Tuesday, most of the skies high to 37 degrees. Light and variable wind. Tuesday night, snow mainly after 1 a.m. and lower around 25 degrees. Cloud wind, chance of precipitation is 8%. New snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches possible. Wednesday, snow, freeze rain, sleet before 2 p.m. Then a chance rain between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Then a chance rain is snow after 4 p.m. High near 36 degrees. Northeast wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 100%. Wednesday night, a chance of snow immediately before 10 p.m. Most skies are lower 19 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Thursday, most of the skies high to 28 degrees. Thursday night, most skies got lower 11 degrees. Friday, most of the skies high to 30 degrees. Friday night, most skies got lower 50 degrees. Saturday, parts of the skies high to 31 degrees. Saturday night, a chance of snow. Most skies got lower than 70 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. And Sunday, a chance of snow. Most skies got high to 33 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Peters, weather phrase of the day. Snowy start to the week, and then second chance of snow on Wednesday and third chance of snow on Sunday. That's a PJ Wednesday. We have a good day with a good positive attitude here.